Good morning, everybody. Thank you for viewing our presentation. We know that this is a difficult time in the world, so on behalf of the whole team, we truly hope that you and your loved ones are staying safe and healthy. Today, we plan to recommend a fantastic company for you to consider working at. Looking for a job can be like trying to find a date for spring formal. Everyone else is doing it, it can be challenging, and it's definitely stressful. But you know that if you pick the right one, it can change the rest of your life. And we believe that Spotify, the world's largest music streaming service, is the perfect dance partner for any student looking to hone their skills and start their career in a positive, innovative environment. Today, my teammates and I would like to highlight just a few major aspects of what a job at Spotify would look like, namely their corporate structure, job positions, company experience, benefits, and requirements. Keep in mind that Vault ranks Spotify as a top 25 most prestigious internship, period, in the world. This puts the Spotify experience higher than most other business internships, such as McKinsey, EY, PwC, etc. Now my colleague Nick will give a brief overview of Spotify's corporate mission and culture to help you feel more grounded.
Thanks, Nate. Spotify, as an entertainment company, is very focused on servicing creators of music and the people who listen to them, so their mission is very focused on this relationship. To unlock the potential of human creativity by giving 1 million creators the opportunity to live off their art and billions of fans the opportunity to enjoy and be inspired by it. Going further, the company's values, which they say apply to their creators, users, and employees alike, include words like innovative, collaborative, and playful. It is easy to wonder how these values affect the employee culture, but it truly is a creative and open space to work. Spotify prides themselves on being driven by innovative ideas in every step of their process. Being part of the band, as they call it, means contributing your ideas and being passionate about the organization, no matter your position in the company. The corporate ladder is virtually non-existent here, so everyone's contributions are fully embraced, and this makes for an extremely welcoming and warm company culture. Now, Anwar will take you through a more detailed structure of the company.
Thanks, Nick. No corporate ladder, no traditional hierarchy, and no bureaucracy. What Spotify has instead is the so-called N-form organizational structure. This corporate model is based on the key principle of knowledge integration across all divisions. People usually work in groups of 6 to 12, called squads. Those are like mini startups, improving certain aspects of user experience, launching new features, or simply creating content. Several squads with a similar function make up a tribe, which is more like an incubator for those mini startups. A group of tribes forms an alliance, responsible for top-line metrics. Additionally, Spotify has some cross-divisional associations, such as guilds and chapters, for people with similar personal interests and jobs. Chief Human Resources Officer Katarina Birk once described this corporate structure as controlled chaos of more than 4,400 people worldwide. And now, as we move to the next octave of our presentation, Taylor will tell you more about different jobs you can do at Spotify.
Thanks, Anwar. For full-time work, there are nearly 20 different functional areas. A few of those familiar titles are listed here. There's truly something for everyone, whether your interests lie in connecting with passionate professionals, letting your creative side run free, or utilizing those hard technical skills. Hiring for full-time positions is ongoing and used as needed. Interns are promised meaningful work rather than mindless tasks because your contribution matters. The Summer of 21 postings will be up in late September, early October, so now is a good time to start practicing for those interviews. The company also features fireside chats, band nights, and hackathons to help you get the feel for what life there is like.
Now, let's talk about where you can work. Founded in Stockholm, Sweden, Spotify has indeed turned into a global firm with offices in 25 countries. They are present in all of North America, some South American countries such as Brazil, Argentina, and Colombia, Australia, Asian countries such as Japan, Singapore, and India, and of course, major European countries. For those of you who would prefer to stay in the United States, we have listed their US offices on this slide as well. And now, let's dive deeper into what it feels like to be working for Spotify, starting with their diversity and inclusion initiatives.
Spotify takes transparency seriously. and is committed to creating a diverse and inclusive environment where everyone is welcome. They also ensure diversity and inclusivity objectives are built into every business process to create a safe space from the ground up. Last year, over 120 Spotifyers from offices all over the world met in New York City for the 5th annual Spotify Inclusion Summit to focus on allyship and honing the sense of group belonging. Each leader brings a top list of challenges they have found around diversity and belonging. The wider group then troubleshoots these issues so that everyone has a voice. Next up, we have Yusuf to share more of the Spotify experience.
So in case you haven't been convinced yet about what a wonderful place Spotify is to work at, we have a few testimonials from a senior analyst and from an intern. So from our senior analyst, he said, "The culture at Spotify is something that I've never experienced before. Senior leadership is so transparent and provides timely communication on all key strategies. People truly love to come to work here, and we have had an amazing social team who plans parties, events, panels, and networking opportunities. You are truly valued here." And this just goes to show at the full-time level how valued the Spotify employees feel at the workplace. Okay, so second is our intern testimonial. What our intern said is basically that what struck me the most is that everyone's friends outside and inside of work, and that comes really well at Spotify with this work-life balance. Outside of work, there's a lot of events going on that help keep interns engaged with the company and with their coworkers, and at the same time, in work, they're given projects that with high responsibility and allows them to be treated just like full-time employees, and they don't feel like at a lower status than their fellow co-workers who have already advanced to that full-time level.
Now, let's have a look at a more general overview of the Spotify experience. About 2/3 of people who have worked there would recommend it to a friend, and approximately 85% of them approve of the current CEO. We have also created a playlist of the most frequently mentioned benefits of working at Spotify on Glassdoor. A lot of people left positive comments about the people they worked with, corporate culture and values, of course, free food, and what they worked on. Even as an intern, you have a chance of participating in some innovative projects, such as redesigning user interface, integrating the app with smart home speaker devices like Amazon Alexa, and also working on some unique features like Year in Review that makes Spotify one of the most successful music streaming services. I'm passing it back to Nick, who will dive deeper into workplace benefits.
Thanks, Anwar. Interns can expect to make around $28 per hour, but full-time salaries at Spotify range from around $60,000 to $170,000 per year. There are many positions as engineers and in data analytics, and these positions pay relatively high, where positions like sales planner are on the lower end of the pay scale. As far as benefits go, Spotify employees can expect to receive contributions to a 401k, paid sick leave, and the benefit of a casual dress and atmosphere. New employees also get flown to Stockholm for a 3-day session of bonding with your fellow employees, meeting the CEO, and experiencing the company culture. Yusuf will now discuss the steps you will need to take in order to be a part of Spotify.
Okay, so now that you've heard about all the wonderful opportunities that Spotify does offer as a workplace, you might be wondering, how can I join? So some characteristics that they look for are hardworking and curious people who are passionate about the transition that Spotify is making to the music industry. And applications for internships run from January to March, while full-time opportunities can be found all year round. In terms of internships, the requirements are often junior standing in college, while entry-level hires are often need to have at least a bachelor's degree. And lastly, senior employees need to have at least 5 years of experience in related functions. To learn more, you can always visit spotifyjobs.com, and we wish you the best of luck in your job search.
That brings us to the end of our presentation, and we hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for your attention, stay safe, and don't forget to apply to Spotify.